What's going on, y'all? This is another episode of KDot2flyy podcast. I'm your host, Joshua.
And I'm Kyler.
And today we got a special guest with us today. Introduce yourself, bro.
What's good with y'all, man? My name is Caleb.
For
I'm
sure.
a sophomore. I go to North Carolina A&T.
All right, man. Sounds good, bro. What you do, man? Tell the people.
I cook. I sell plates on campus. That's about it. You can get at me at Black Kitchen, BELAC Kitchen. I hope y'all know how to spell kitchen.
Smooth.
Yeah. Gotcha. So, being that we know who you are and stuff like that, so where you from? Who you get your inspiration from? There's a lot of questions in one, but where are you from primarily?
From Maryland, Upper Marble, Maryland, DMV.
Yes, sir. DMV, man.
Yes, sir. You already know how it is.
They're taking over.
Taking over.
But I'm about to say, so my question would be primarily, who did you get the inspiration from to start cooking?
Really myself, but I grew up around my grandma and mom, and they always used to cook for me. So ain't no food in the house. You gotta make it work yourself.
Sure.
I didn't like eating fast food, so I had to learn.
Gotcha. So what's your favorite meal you like to cook?
Favorite meal, I say butter chicken. It's like a Indian dish.
Yeah.
It's very good. It's so good.
For sure. So, I mean, that means you're going to bring it on the show and give it to both of us to try.
Yeah, but you already had some.
No, I didn't.
You didn't have the butter chicken, but you had the mac and cheese.
No, I didn't.
You didn't eat that?
No. No, not at all.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
Yeah, so you said that you were, like, for the most part, self-taught, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And your inspiration came from, like you said, like, you just needing to cook for yourself, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Simple as that. And plus, I also I used to work out a lot, so I was implementing that into what I eat. That's what made me really learn how to start cooking. Yeah. It made me start cooking because I had to watch what I put in my body and all that. And ever since then, it just became a passion.
Gotcha. Okay, so what made you want to really bring it to A&T for real? Like what made you think oh, I can really do this like this for real?
Man, I was broke. I need some money. I'm like,
broke college students, I tell you.
I had a job at first, but then I just didn't like it there, and quit that job. And then I needed some money, and I just didn't want to work under nobody else again. So I was like, you know what? I'm just try this food thing, see how it goes. Yeah. That's basically how I started.
Okay. And you've been doing it for how long?
Right now it marks 3 weeks.
Okay, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You already started. You starting off strong. Okay.
Yeah.
So my question would be, why should people try your food rather than
somebody else's food? Yeah.
Or somebody else's?
Because my food is from scratch. Everything you getting from scratch. Ain't nothing fake up in there. I watch if I won't eat it, I won't give it to y'all. So. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, for sure. So, what is the dishes that you primarily serve? Like, if somebody goes to your Instagram page and they see, okay, you do this, you do that, you do this. Like, what's something that you would recommend to everybody?
Yeah. I serve whatever people want.
Okay.
I just go based off what I hear from them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go on my Instagram, you're gonna see chicken and shrimp carbonara, maybe some lasagna and soup up there.
Okay.
I don't really post my food on my post, but you'll see it on my story and everything like that.
Gotcha. So you said, I'm about to say, you mentioned that you were self-taught, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you did one day, you just said, I can't take this, and then you just did it.
Basically, and I'm a foodie too, so I like eating.
Yeah, most definitely.
Okay.
I feel like we all foodies, bro.
We all foodies over here, so I'm about to say, so one day you gotta just bring it, and then we'll try it, chat you out, do what we got to do.
Yeah, for sure.
So you got to give us somewhat of a funny cooking story. So what's something funny that you did in the kitchen? You were just like, nah, I can't do it.
First time started cooking, I tried fried chicken.
Okay.
Right.
Couldn't cook that joint for nothing. First time I cooked it, it was just too burnt. It got overly fried. Second time I cook it, it was cooked, but they tried to bite through it and all the skin just came off.
Oh.
So you had your batter right or something like that?
Nah, I didn't have my batter right. I couldn't get the temperature right. But this is the first time I started cooking. You know what I'm saying? I'm good with it now. We straight now, but
okay. Yeah. So you just like I said, you taught yourself and you just said, I'm gonna go ahead and just take that. You like an epitome and you represent Black excellence. So that's a good thing that you're doing there because a lot of people don't know how to cook.
Yeah, I know.
I cook you a good little breakfast, little meal. After that, don't all you can ask me for is a sandwich. That's it. That's all I got you with. So like, yeah, but I'm just glad that you're able to, that you started it and that you're being consistent with it, because we need a lot of representation in that, because, like a lot of people don't know how to cook. So
especially us, I ain't gonna lie, black men, we ain't got the best reputation.
We ain't got the best reputation when it comes to
cooking. I'm cooking over here.
I'm about to say, I done told people this, like, cook you a good little, I cook you some eggs, scrambled eggs, and, maybe some bacon and pancakes. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't doing that no more.
See, me personally, like, I can fix you like a good breakfast, I can fix you a good dinner. Lunch is a little difficult for me, but breakfast and dinner definitely like my specialty.
It's not that hard.
I grew up in the kitchen.
It's so simple.
You know what I'm saying?
Just making a sandwich.
Yeah.
Make up a sandwich, put some Doritos on the plate, give him a little Capri Sun, side it to
more than that, though, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah. Like I ain't cooking for no like 10-year-old. You know what I'm saying?
You know, some of the best meals out of a black household is when your mama made that sandwich. She cut it in half a certain way, gave them chips.
That's my mom, though, bro. That's my mom. Like, if I'm having company over, bro, I ain't gonna be serving y'all no sandwiches and chips and Capri Sun, bro. Like,
sometimes simplicity does matter. So I believe that.
Yeah, y'all ever have sugar bread?
Nah, I don't know no sugar bread.
What's that, man?
It's simply just bread. You take sugar and you just shake the sugar off the bread and eat it like that.
Interesting.
You ever had sugar water?
Yeah, I had sugar water.
Let me see. Let me think about some struggle meals. Is there any struggle meals that you cook too?
Struggle meals? Always with noodles. Oh my gosh. Just take any type of... I like shit noodles, but everybody else like ramen. Take some ramen noodles, get some eggs. You got some bacon, get some bacon. Okay. Any leftover protein, chicken, some onions.
Like some stir fry in a way.
Yeah. It's trying to be good all the time.
Okay, so is there anything else you want the people to know just about the whole cooking channel and all that stuff? So is there anything else you want to know?
Sometimes I can be a little inconsistent with it, but that's, not what expected, but
Yeah.
And right now I'm doing pop-outs where I just post on my story and I just probably sit in a stool for a little bit. You can come find me. I'll probably post where I'm at.
You got to most definitely give me and him a plate before we leave. Something like that. You got to cook something, man. For sure. But is there any desserts that you specifically made?
Desserts? I mean, you consider banana pudding dessert.
Yeah. I don't try nobody banana pudding though. Like it can't just be anybody. But yours top tier, then I got
everybody tell me that at first, and they keep coming back. So
Nah, that's real. You making like cakes and stuff like that?
Nah, I gotta get into that bag. I gotta get into that bag. My grandmama asked my grandma when I go back home, like, how you make this pineapple cake? How you make this strawberry shortcake? I'll be back. Trust me.
Definitely. Okay, that sounds good. So look, we gonna get into our main topic of the day. You know what I'm saying? Now that the people know a little bit about you, we're gonna talk about, since it is Black History Month, it's only right that we bring a black topic. So, why do you feel like, as a race, like we have a hard time like working with one another, or like trying to put each other like on to different opportunities, stuff like that? Like, what's your opinion on that, bro?
As humans, we compare ourselves. It's just, we always compare ourselves to each other. So just knowing that, I believe it has something to do with slavery. Just because it was just like, how to say it? It was kind of built in us in a sense, because humans they're supposed to evolve. Humans evolve over the time. So we've been in slavery for this long amount of time, and we've been learning this one thing for so long, and we've been trying to fight for survival. Right. Just to, I just feel like slavery has a lot to do with that for us black people.
So, I mean, when it comes to uniting, I just believe when it comes to it, we just need to people don't understand, especially our people, that if we just come together on an idea or philosophy or how we live life, nobody will be able to stop us.
Yeah.
If we put all of our talents together and actually uplift each other instead of tearing each other down, because there are oftentimes you might hear it be like, oh, he's doing better than me, now I got to do better than him. Yeah. Instead of just like do something. When it comes to, you got to do something. What I'm looking for, you got to make sure that you're pushing to be successful, encouragement and pushing one another. Because at the end of the day, you can be all, what's the word? You could be all supportive, but if you have that resentment towards somebody, or you just like thinking like, oh, he's better than me, so you gotta one up him. Like at the end of the day, it's just all about support. Yeah. And I just believe that unity, it comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms. Like we're stronger together than we are apart.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like, especially like on our campus specifically, it's a lot of gatekeeping that goes around.
true.
Like people people only want like certain things for themselves. They only want to keep certain things like amongst themselves for like a certain group. And I feel like that's another reason that like ties back to
Slavery.
like why we are slavery and why we are the way we are as a society. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like as a community. Like yeah.
I was gonna say, do y'all think we would ever get to a point where we actually all unite, or do you think it's always going to be some constant division or just constant?
I feel like something bad has to happen for us all to unite. Sadly to say, but
no, that's real.
That's so real. I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like as a race, we oftentimes look out for other races and we kind of like leave ourselves in that proportion. Like we are the afterthought. We're fighting for everyone else, but nobody's fighting for us. We're not fighting for each other. And I ain't gonna even say like, we just all have to come together.
Yeah.
And it has to be somewhat of like, all right, let's hold each other accountable. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's uplift each other. Let's make sure that we're, in a place where I'm giving you ideas on how to start a business. I'm giving you ideas on how to build generational wealth. That's what's missing in the Black community, because I look at every other community, there's somewhat of, let me teach him generational wealth. Let me teach him the value of $1. We don't have a lot of those lessons when we are, our upbringing and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think that plays a part into it. When we all just sit down and come up with an idea, you see, everything just goes well.
Yeah.
But when we're constantly fighting, well, who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? The unity part about it, then it's just, it gets thrown up in the air. So,
yeah.
And also it's just a lot of petty reasons on why, we, despise each other. I ain't going to say despise, but basically we just need to just be more out there. Just more like, be proud that you're Black and just be proud that you represent a race that has so many different cultures and so many different genres of music that we influenced, so many recipes that we done made. Just be proud of that. That's all I'm saying. Just be proud.
And the way I see it, we are our own enemies.
Oh, yeah.
Simple as that. Once everybody's aware of that, then I feel like they can be changed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You about to say. So, I mean, I feel like the solution for us uniting is the first step is, I hate to say it, but something bad has to happen.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not.
But the way the world is going and stuff like that.
Aliens.
We can't be talking about no.
Be real though.
Yeah, but
yeah,
ain't no way.
This universe this big, you don't think nothing else out there? That's
I'm not saying
selfish.
There's nothing else, but
like you thinking it's another organism, bro?
Yes.
I don't even think it's an organism.
I mean, hey, look, everything can be possible. Like anything can be possible.
Yeah.
And on top of that, the government ain't gonna never show us. So
they
already be gatekeeping enough from us. So yeah.
We ain't gonna know.
We ain't gonna never know. But just about unity, I feel like we just as a community just need to be better with that, because we already tear each other down. Matter of fact, we already have other people tearing us down. Mm-hmm. We already have stereotypes on each other. I'm about to say. So we just need to uplift each other. Mm-hmm. Although you might not agree with that decision, provide somewhat of another solution for that problem. Be better, be the influence that you want to be. You feel me? Yeah. So it's just, I hope that when it comes to we one day as a community just go up and we come together and uplift one another, because nobody can stop us at all when we are what's the word? When we are together.
Yeah.
So
we just gotta realize it.
That's literally it.
And I also feel too, like, going back to kind of what Caleb said as far as like the comparing and all that, and like wanting and like being selfish and all that, like wanting stuff for ourselves. That does, I feel like, definitely tie back to slavery and stuff like that for sure. Because if you really think about it, like certain people had certain positions back. You know what I'm saying? So people were probably jealous of other people, or like how other people got treated differently from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like now it then created a whole stigma as far as like, oh, I get this opportunity, it's beneficial for me, but I ain't gonna give it to you because I don't want like you kind of like outshine me.
Yeah,
You know
Yep, one up. Yeah, basically. That's
basically what's going on.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, and it just goes right back to competition and stuff like that, and being jealous or being selfish and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I believe that goes into what we were talking about, 2 weeks ago, about representation. That it's all about that. It's all about being able to do something that nobody else is doing.
Yeah.
And that can inspire your little cousin. That can inspire your little brother. Like, you cooking. A lot of men don't do that. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So you're basically inspiring. So I'm glad that you're taking that journey. You're you're doing something that's different. And on top of that, all I'm gonna say is just be consistent with it. So my only question is, what is the end goal for cooking?
Well, when I started, like I said, I was broke, so I just put my last dollars towards this. End goal is just to keep making a consistent amount of income. That's really it. For right now, I'm pretty sure that's going to change later in the future. But for right now, I just need to make a consistent income.
Okay. So it's just consistent income. Is there like a specific thing that you're trying? Are you trying to present to the community? Are you trying to be all in Greensboro? Are you trying to take this abroad? Like, what's?
I'm taking this wherever I go.
Wherever you go. That's all you can do, bro. That's all you can do.
So to piggyback off of what Kyle was saying, so as far as like your end goal and stuff like that, so like, do you ever see yourself like actually having like an actual like business? Like, I know you already done started like your actual business, but I'm saying like actually getting like a like facility or something like that you could like work out of and possibly even mentor and teach others. Or
yeah, that's possible. It is possible, but I feel like if I was to do that, then I'll have to touch into culinary school and everything just to get down the basics, because I believe the basics is more important than anything. So,
So I'm about to say. So now I can ask. So what would be your favorite? Well, you already said butter chicken. What would be your favorite dessert if you knew how to make it? What would be that go-to dessert that you would make all the time?
Strawberry shortcake.
Sure. That sounds real good right now. That sounds real good right now.
Maybe monster tongue.
You ain't never had it?
I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think so.
It's soft, creamy, and strawberry flavor. It's just good, man. The bread, you bite through the bread, you think you bite through the butter.
Okay, I'm about to say, so is there a meal that you don't know how to cook, like in this moment?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a lot I don't know how to cook.
Or is it a specific meal that you don't know how to cook right now, but you want to learn how to cook?
Yeah,
want to learn how to cook.
Yeah.
Jollof rice. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but jollof rice.
You good? Yeah, jollof rice.
Yeah. I need to know how to make some of that. Some food too. I like to touch into different cultures too when it comes to making food, because I believe.
I was like, you tapping into the Africans now.
Yeah, they have some good food.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm already knowing, bro.
I've never had it a day in my life.
You never had it
in my 19 years of life.
You're missing out.
I mean, but talking
about like any type of African food, or like
not African food. I'm Jamaican, so
yeah, I know.
I have that stuff, but I have never like dived into Nigerian food and African food.
Oh no, you gotta try that out.
Okay. Just saying. All right. Well, is there anything you want to say to the people before we, wrap this thing on up?
Like some motivation,
words, something like that.
Yeah, I do have something to say.
What you got?
If y'all want to do something, anything like I turned my hobby into a way of making money. Don't let the people close to you say no. Do what you want.
Yeah.
That saying you could be anything you want. That is such a true saying. It is, as long as you're determined and wake up constant every day, you can make it happen.
Okay, for sure. What you got to say to him, Josh? You the wise man at the table. Go ahead.
I got you. So, I mean, he made a good point. I ain't gonna lie. Like, basically anything, like, don't let what somebody else says like influence like your decisions, bro. Like, if you feel like you want to do something, feel like you really have a passion for something, go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, like, apply yourself to it. Be intentional in what you do, and you'll see the results. You know what I'm saying? Anything that to that?
Let me see. There's a lot of things I had in his head and my mind, but the main thing I want to say is just, if there's a goal, make sure it's a realistic goal so that you're not sitting there stressing about it and, dang, I didn't hit it. Like, make it a manageable goal to where you're not stressing yourself. Also, be consistent. Make sure that you surround yourself with people who are like-minded, who are in that area of space, who can push you and motivate you, and just make sure that you got that support system. I really believe the support system is crucial.
Oh yeah.
So having a support system and making sure that you stay consistent and making sure that you stay passionate about that. Yeah. That's my thing about it. So
that's real.
That's real.
And let me add to that. Oh, have someone that you can vent to too.
True.
It's gonna be some hard days. You gonna need to get some anger out, some stress out.
Crash out a little bit.
Yeah, crash out a little bit. Yeah, just have someone you can vent to.
I got you.
Daily little 10-minute little crash out ain't gonna hurt you. Just a little bit. Yeah, y'all. So this was a good episode with you, man. We talked about a lot of good things.
Yeah.
And once again, just shout out your cooking channel again, and do what you gotta do.
Cooking channel is Black Kitchen, BELAC Kitchen. I should know how to spell kitchen. And yeah, I sell plates. Tap in.
For sure. Y'all already know we got more videos in store.
Most definitely.
This is most topics and stuff like that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. And we're gonna catch y'all on the next one. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace out.